Hey crew, it's Ben, and I'm back with another reaction video. Today we're going to be checking out a new artist. I don't think I've done HOPSIN before, but we're going to do HOPSIN today. This is The Ill Mind of HOPSIN 7. Uh, Supposed to be about him questioning God, and it's kind of a theme I'm on this week for some reason, so we're going to dig in. Let's go.
It's us, mind, power. Live life, mind, power. It's us, mind, power. Live life, mind, power.
Fuck anybody I might alarm. Life is a tour, I sit and ride along. Taking some notes and then I write the songs. I'm staring down the road, my life is gone. Is this where I belong? Is it wrong to not believe in right and wrong? My mental state is fucking me up, and I cried upon while asking you for some answers, but we don't have that type of bond. Now my desire's gone, and with the way that I've been living lately, if I died right now, you turn the fire on.
All right, we dealing with some heat already, right? All right.
Sick of this bullshit. Niggas call me a sellout, cause I hopped to Christianity so strongly, then I fell out. Now I'm avoiding questions like a scared dog with his tail down.
Ah, boy, it is easy to question, and it's hard to find answers. Because if you're looking in the doctrines of men, you are looking in the wrong place. What is in this book, right here, this is an instruction manual, the guideline. But it was written by men. And the doctrines that have been based from this book since then have been written by men. And therefore, they are fallible. I do not believe that the Bible is the infallible word of God. I don't. I believe that God's message has been endured in the Bible despite the best efforts of men. And that we have a guidebook for life and a survival guide for the end times. We have a way to find our way to making sure our lessons are learned in the correct manner. That's what the Bible does. That's what God gave it to us. If you follow the teachings in the Bible, then you will find God. But that includes prayer and meditation. That includes fasting and abstinence sometimes. And not all the time, and not in a righteous way, but in a holy way to show respect to God and to find out the limits of your body and to do all of the things that you're required to do. This is a journey that we are on, and we all have lessons to learn in that journey. We had those lessons before we got here. We learned about them in childhood, and we have the rest of our life to try to figure that out. If we do learn those lessons and we learn to deal with the issues that we have been given, then we can have a happy, fruitful life. But if you avoid those issues, or if you deny those issues, and you don't deal with them in an honest manner, then it becomes a problem, and you repeat that. You will repeat denying something over and over and over until it becomes a bigger problem every time. Like, say you avoid paying your bills, right? Like, it becomes a bigger problem. Sooner or later, you've got a really big bill to pay. It's the same with life. It's the same with your lessons. The faster you learn the lessons that are contained in this book, not the words. Like, the words are useful, but it is the message. The message is this. The message is simple. It is easy. It is summed up very succinctly by Jesus Christ. It says, love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, all thy soul, and all their mind, and love your neighbor as if they were yourself. That is the sum of all of this book in one breath from a guy that can barely breathe. It is okay to question. It is okay to search for answers. It is okay to search for answers outside of this. I've got all these other books here, right? All these other things that I reference and I look at, and I've got Freud. I've got the book Gospel of Thomas. I've got I've got all kinds of stuff because I question. But I have found,
So damn humiliated because they looking at me like I'm hellbound.
and I didn't mean to get off on a rant, but
What story should I
this is bringing stuff to mind.
tell now? I'll just expose the truth. I'm so close to the fucking edge, I should be close to you.
And it gives me a basis as we go forward because this man is searching for something. He's looking for an answer, and I have that answer, and I'll probably never be able to give it to him. The answer is that life is the journey. The purpose is the trials, and we are supposed to overcome them. That is the entire purpose of your life.
But who the fuck are you? You never show the proof. And I'm only fucking human, yo, what am I supposed to do? There's way too many different religions with vivid descriptions, begging all fucking men and women to listen. I can't even beat my dick without getting convicted. These ain't wicked decisions, I got different intentions.
See, that is the laws of man. That is not God hitting you with that. That is somebody interpreting what they think that God said. That is what they do. It's no different than what I do. But I don't try to say that my word is law. I try to tell you what God has revealed to me in a way that might be useful for you. That's what I'm trying to do here. That is what I try to do every day. These things that we get convicted about most of the time are things of man, right? The self-flagellation right there, that is the thing of man. Monkeys do that. Cats do that. Dogs do that. All the animals do that. What makes you think that you doing that is the ultimate sin? Somebody told you that because they wanted to control your choices over your life. Well, they don't get to do that. You get to do that. But you must make sure you're making wise choices. If you're just masturbating every day, that is idolatry.
I've been itching to get it, I've been giving assistance, but the whole fucking system is twisted. Now I'm dealing with this backlash because Marcus isn't a Christian, and I've been told that my sinful life is an addiction. But
And it is. They didn't lie to you on that. Living in sin is an addiction. It is a choice that you make. It is not a disease that is thrust upon you. It is something that you are choosing to do. It is choosing to not learn your lessons.
I can't buy it, it's just too hard to stand beside it. I need an answer, humans can't provide it. I look at the earth, the sun, and I can tell a genius man designed it. It's truly mind-blowing, I can't deny it. Is heaven real? Is it fake? Is it really how I fantasize it? Where's the Holy Ghost at? How long does it take a man to find it? My mind's a non-stop tape playing and I can't rewind it. You gave me the Bible and expect me not to analyze it?
No, analyze it. Analyze it. You're supposed to. He tells you in the book to question it.
I'm frustrated and you provoked it. I'm not reading that motherfucking book because a human wrote it. I have a fucking brain, you should know it. You gave it to me to think, to avoid every useless moment. It was a mission that I had to abort, because humans be lying with such an inaccurate source. It's gonna be hard to put me back on the course. Next Jehovah's Witness to come on my porch, I swear I'm slamming the door.
They don't come around here no more. Because we talk. And I'm knowledgeable. And I send them back to their elders with questions. And the questions they go back to their elders with, their elders don't let them come back to me with answers for. So, there is that. They don't come around here no more. And it's not because I'm unfriendly or that I'm contentious. I talk to them. I do. I just ask them things that are in the book that they should know if they're going to be out there wandering around talking about it. I have a big problem with hypocrisy. I have a problem with my own hypocrisy, but I have a bigger problem with people who walk around claiming to be what they're not. Right? You can walk around and you can know every single word in this book in order. You can have every page memorized, know every verse, and call it out from memory at any point on demand. And you could still not get the message behind that book. The message in that book, I summed it up for you already. Love is it. Everybody is everybody. We're all the same people. We're all really the same person. We are an expression of divinity. We are not divine. We are not God. We are a tiny, tiny sliver of the personality of God. Like we're a molecule in the fingernail of God. We are part of God, but we are not God in total. And so we are having this divine experience, this human experience. Like the one book I pulled up right here. Just dropped everything. You see that? It says you are a spiritual being having a human experience. And Bob Frisell has some delightful insights in that book. There are people who read this book who would tell me that I'm going to hell because I read this book. There is knowledge hidden everywhere that it all will point to the same thing if you pay attention. Quit listening to men and listen to the book. Read the book. Question the book. Find answers. Look at it out of context. Like put yourself in the place of, okay, this story was told at this point in time. What was history like at this point in time? What was civilization like when this book was written? And then think about it from that perspective. Like they never saw a TV or a plane. They'd never seen a firearm. They never saw fireworks. They had no explanation for lightning. So go in there and read it with that viewpoint. It's men relaying a story. And then it's men trying to sell you a religion. Don't buy the religion, listen to the story.
A lot of folks believe it though, but I'm not surprised. Humans are fucking dumb, still thinking that Pac's alive. I ain't trying to take your legacy and torture down. I'm just saying, I ain't heard shit from the horse's mouth.
It's because you ain't looked. I can bet money on that. Because if you seek, you will find, and if you ask, it will be answered. If you knock, the door will open. It will happen. You have to be sincere. You have to be devout. And by devout, I don't mean pious. I mean, you have to be sincere in what you are doing. You have to search diligently for what you're looking for, but he will tell you. Yeah, he will.
Just sheep always telling stories of older guys who were notarized like you when you finally vocalized. Now I'm supposed to bow my head and close my eyes and somehow let the Holy Ghost arise? Sounds like a fucking poltergeist. Show yourself and the boom is done. Every rumor's gone. I no longer doubt the shit. You're the one. I'll admit that my sinful ways were stupid fun, and all my old habits can hop on top of a roof to plunge.
The analogy I like to use is the fingernail. Like, we are part of God. We are not God, right? We're the atom in the fingernail. Well, can you manifest you inside of your fingernail? No, that's a part of you, but you can't pop up. You can't just show up. You can't even, you can influence things. You can cut it off. You can drill holes in it. You can burn it. You can do all kinds of stuff. But for the most part, it just does its thing. And you just let it do its thing. Because it's doing what is natural and it's doing what it's supposed to do. You're supposed to seek these knowledge. You're supposed to ask these questions. But try to take the anger out of it.
I donate to a charity that could use the funds. Fuck the club instead of bitches. I'd hang with a group of nuns. And everyone I ran into would know what I came to do. I wouldn't take a step unless it was in the name of you. I hate the fact that I have to believe you haven't been chatting with me like you did Adam and Eve. And I ain't seen no fucking talking snake unravel from trees with an apple to eat. That should never happen to me. I don't know if you do it.
I have been tempted.
Don't exist, it's driving me crazy. Send your condolences. This is me reaching to you, so don't forget if hell is truly a pit of fire and I get thrown in it, I'ma probably regret the fact that I ever wrote this shit. My gut feeling says it's all fake. I hate to say it, but fuck it, shit, I done lost faith. This isn't a small phase, my perspectives all changed. My thoughts just keep picking shit apart all day. And in my mind, I make perfect sense. If you aren't real, then all my prayers aren't worth a cent. That will mean that I can just make up what my purpose is. And I can sit in church and just say fuck in the services. Man, what if Jesus was a facade? Then that would mean the government's God. I feel like they've been brainwashing us with a lot. So much that we don't even notice that we're stuck in the box.
See, but that's twisting two ideas right there. in a way that makes perfect sense, but it is not real.
Man, everything is what if.
Hey, let's back it up. Let's back it up.
Facade.
The enemy uses a reflection of things in order to accomplish the ends that he wants. Now, I believe that he's doomed to failure because I believe in the way that it has to fall out. But he believes that he's going to win. And because he believes he's going to win, he has created a reflection of the authority God has here on earth. That is the government. Like, government is a necessary evil in most cases, because without our government, we would have been taken over a long time ago. I know some anarcho-capitalists and libertarians are not happy to hear me say that, but it is life. If we did not have the government, we would be in a very dire situation. To get the defense from Colorado to Louisiana takes time. And if you don't have the government coordination, it's a problem. If we needed to defend Oregon, it would be difficult for us to do that without the government coordination. If that pisses you off, too bad. But the government is still inherently not a great thing. The founding fathers hated it. They didn't want a government. They put it in place because it was necessary. Because it was necessary, they gave us means to overthrow it. Because they knew that it was not from God. The way that we live is not from God. The way that we live should be as tribes and communities in harmony with nature. That should be the way that we live. But we have decided to go a different route, to test different temptations than that. That's what we're doing here. We're testing temptations. You are supposed to resist the temptations. All right.
Then that would mean the government's God. I feel like they've been brainwashing us.
But they are. They are brainwashing. They have been brainwashing. They will continue to do so. Because the people that are serving in there are a reflection of their master. These people love money. Like, the love of money is the root of evil. Money's not evil, but the love of it brings evil.
Us with a lot, so much that we don't even notice that we're stuck in the box. Man, everything is what if. Why is it always what if? Planet Earth, what if? The universe, what if? My sacrifice, what if? My afterlife, what if? Every fucking thing that deals with you is fucking suspect. I'm fucking done. I'm fucking done.
Yeah.
This is my fucking life and I'm living it. I'm having fun.
But are you though?
If you really care for me, prove that I need to live carefully. But I'll be damned if I put my own pleasure aside for an afterlife that isn't even guaranteed. We are you, and you're us. Stop playing games. My life's all I got, and heaven is all in my brain. And when I feel I'm in hell, my ideas are what get me through pain. Do as you please, and I'll just do me. I'm a human, I'll stay in my lane. Ill mind.
It's us, mind, power. Live life, mind, power. It's us, mind, power. Live life, mind, power.
Alright, it's still got a long way to go, so I'm not going to let it play out this time, because I'll just get hit by the copyright for letting the music play. Life is tough, y'all. Life is really tough. I don't know anything about HOPSIN except that he was in an NF song. That's the only thing I know about the man. But apparently he was a Christian artist, and he fell into hard times, and he fell into temptation, and that saddens me, but it is a fact of life. Not everybody will make it. Not everybody wants to make it. I think that this man does, and that he's confused, because the hate that is associated with the love of God is stupendous. The amount of vitriol that we can throw at each other in the name of the creator of all things is terrible. Absolutely terrible. The things that you will say to a hurt child of God because they don't agree with you is horrifying. I mean that. I really do. It's part of what I'm trying to change. That's why I tend to focus on the more positive side of things. Why I try not to bring the negativity into it any more than I have to. It's why I got off the FJB thing for a while. Like, I was into it because I was worldly, and I didn't need to be. I need to be showing love. I'm trying. This young man right here is searching. I wish I could sit down and have a conversation with him, but I can't. But if I did, I would tell him the same thing I'm telling y'all through this video. God is very real, but if you're looking for proof, it's very hard to, like, I can't just pull out, oh, look, this is the picture of me and God. I've had conversations and he's talked back. But you got to be quiet to let him talk. Like, he ain't going to override you. He ain't. He's not going to speak over you. He's going to sit there and let you talk. And then if you don't shut up, he's just going to sit there and let you talk. But if you be quiet and you be still and you be small and you listen to that voice, it will tell you. It will tell you all kinds of things. If you seek in the proper manner, the entire mysteries of the universe will be laid bare before your feet. But if I were to lay them out before you, it would be like casting pearls before swine. Because if you don't find it, it's not worthy. If I give it to you, it is no good to you. Knowledge earned is knowledge learned, but knowledge given is freely lost. If you don't find it, it does you no good. It's all a different way of saying the same thing, right? It's all a different way of hammering point the same thing. If you don't seek it, you will not find it, period. And it is not enough. Like, it is enough, but it is not enough. You can go to church and you can say the sinner's prayer and you can mean it. And that's the important part, is that you mean it. And if you mean it and you change your life and you don't do nothing else but live that the rest of your life, if you don't tell nobody else nothing about it, if you don't do nothing else, if you die that day, like right afterwards, if nothing else happens, you're good, right? But if you can truly take this word and you can pull it into you and wrap it in your arms and understand it in the way that it's intended, but not the way that man tells you to read it, but the way that it is written and the way that God will tell you to read it. If you can take that into your soul, then you find happiness. Like, I'm a happy person. I bitch a lot, but I'm a happy person. I really am. I am absolutely happy with my life. I'm not content. I like better things, but I am happy. It is tough. It is hard. These questions are hard. This temptation for a young man is hard. I remember being this young. Vaguely. It's been a while. He's about the age I was when I had my daughter and when my life changed. Like, when I was his age, I was not a nice fella. That's putting it lightly. But it is true. It is very true. Wasn't none of y'all like me then, I promise you. I'm a different man now than I was then. 20 years ago was completely different. 10 years ago, completely different. And I was completely different 10 years ago than I was 10 years before that. It is a continual refinement of the soul. It's a continual refinement of the body. The purpose in doing what you're supposed to do. You're never done. You always need to be a better example of love. Always. And I'm getting off into a rant yet again. And I know some of y'all appreciate that, but some of y'all don't. This is a 5-minute video. We're 25 minutes in. HOPSIN, thank you for this. I appreciate it. I love the questions. I love to be able to talk about the questions. Because I really do have the answers. And they really are in this book. They really are in these other books. They really all hold the same answer. Love. That's it. That's all. The end. Okay. To the crew. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate every single minute that you are here with me. I'm praying for you every single day. Till next time. This has been Pit Steak. Peace.